you know, the weird thing about the two people in the brain is that now I've sort of read about it, I feel a lot more normal knowing that everyone is struggling with the same things, the same conflict in your own brain, the two selves. One of the things that I struggle with most is where I fit just in the world, like in life itself. You know, I struggle with that a little bit because I'm from a very working class background. I was born in Salford. My grandparents were Irish immigrants. They came over from Dublin in the 50s and they were musicians and they played in the pubs and clubs of the Northwest. And they had 11 children and my mum was one of them. And I was actually born a few weeks after my mum's 17th birthday. She had 3 of us by the age of 21, which obviously I realised by Salford standards is quite the late starter. But she... I was brought up on a council estate. Anyone live or still live on a council estate? Yeah, a few people. Council estates, you know, they get a bad rap, don't they? But mine was all right. It was fine. It was just a little sort of microcosm of society. It was good people. It was bad people like anywhere. You know, there was a few families we didn't get on with. There was some bigger boys that used to pick on me and my brothers because we weren't exactly like them. You know, we didn't have the right trainers. We didn't have a telly. We didn't have a car. We had a dad. You know, there was... it was just... It weren't always like everyone else. But it was, as you would imagine, a full-on, you know, working class upbringing. And so I feel working class, but my life isn't like that anymore. You know, I do this job now, and my life has changed to an unbelievable level that I could never have imagined as a child. And when I look at my own children have only ever known a good life. They've only ever known things that I could never have dreamt of when I was their age. They go on holidays, they eat at restaurants, they get clothes first time. And it's kind of weird, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in this room right now who are also raising children that are posher than you. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird raising children that are posher than you. Sometimes you find yourself looking at your own kids thinking, I wonder if I'd have been their friends when I was their age. Nope. So I find myself stuck in between these two, this working class upbringing, but I've got these middle class children. So I invented a term, the muddle class. And the muddle class is somewhere in the middle of the two. Let's find out in this room. Who reckons they're working class? Who reckons they're middle class? Yeah, you're not, love. I mean, yay! Sandra, you're middle class. Come on! It's hard to define where you are, right? But actually, I think a lot of us are muddle class. Let me explain. The muddle class is somewhere in the middle, where it's the two cultures collide, where the working class and the middle class come together. And it can happen at any moment. You will realise you're middle class. I remember when it happened to me, when I suddenly realised I was middle class. It was a couple of years ago. I remember I was sat there one morning, I was watching Jeremy Kyle eating olives. And I thought... something's different about my life. At any moment you can spot it. Maybe next week you find yourself drinking Prosecco out of one of those massive mugs from Sports Direct. Maybe he's onto something, this lad. But if you've ever taken a Findus crispy pancake out of an Arga, you are muddle class, my friend. You've been on a skiing trip using Ryanair, you are muddle class. Ever told your child to pretend he was under 5 so you could get into Centre Parks for free? You are muddle class. Ever had a mattress on your front lawn but it was memory foam? Muddle class. The clincher seems to be, from my research, the clincher in this country seems to be if your child thinks getting on the bus is a treat rather than a necessity. It's like a day out to these kids. Can we go on the bus, Daddy? Not unless you'll get stabbed in the face, my love, no. Can we sit upstairs? No, we'll sit behind the driver and the cameras. His daddy's been on a bus before. We'll do 2 stops and we're getting an Uber home. It is not a trip. I've got the 2 5-year-olds, they're great. I've got this other daughter, that's what I call her.